Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 with my continuing playthrough of WarPlan, and yes, we're playing as Germany. Now, recently, and I think it was on a strategic command video posted, sorry, I forgot who posted this. You know how super important I am and how totally unimportant you guys are. At least I think you are. Yeah, right. You get the sarcasm there, I hope. But I forget who it was, reminded me about, I always talk about he who commits his reserves last. I think it was on one of these videos, WarPlan, but I'm not sure. Wins the battle, you know, because if you don't have to commit your reserves, well, you probably won the battle at the end of it. So, and I've committed my Berlin Garrison Corps, if you will. It doesn't really matter what the name of it is. Some time ago, and I no longer have that. So what I've decided I need to do here is, and I'm going to wait here because we're coming out in January 20th, 2 more infantry corps, and though one of those at least is going to be stationed in Berlin. So we are going to reestablish our Berlin reserves ready to be sent, I don't know where. And I was also asked about this Turkish corps. Why is it here? What am I worried about? Well, I guess to a point, I'm worried about what might happen out here. I don't think these can be invaded. I don't think there is a scripted invasion of some sort, but still, you know, has me a bit worried. But also, these aren't very useful. This is almost to full strength and slowly working up. This is a little bit behind it, but they're not going to be worth much at all. So, yeah, they should just stay here. Am I worried about Vichy, Syria joining the Allies? Yeah, vaguely on some event thing, because I really, I haven't played past this point, but with some sort of allied landing in France. Here I'm worried about maybe a scripted swap of Vichy over to the Allies. And part of it, quite honestly, is this corps and a lot of these other corps here that are still slowly or not very slowly getting up to strength just aren't really worth much. Now, seeing that, what are we sending to Turkey? 10? Oh, we're not sending anything to Turkey other than some oil. Turkey. Stockpile of 10, upkeep is 7. Let's cancel this. Let's Germany to Turkey. We got plenty of oil, so yeah, let's, because we have some Turkish Air Force here, so let's do a little bit more oil. I feel I'm running a bit low on Germany, so we'll give them a few resource factors to help them mobilize their army up better, because we are using them along the front lines, which of course is important to be strong there. And here, let's move them to here. I guess we can use hopefully strategic movement. Oh no, playing strategic command, which means the final click is different there than here. So, okay, so we have that. We're going to use that. I guess we can shift some forces back down if needed. So, and we're going to, excuse me, kind of on the principle of not committing all your reserves, but also anti-partisan here is going to be useful, I think, as well. So, they can be useful still to send out for, shifted for some sort of reaction force, whether against partisans or invasions to help hold the line. Okay, well, I think, excuse me, I think we're ready to see the Allies' turn. Oh, let's look at the Navy just quick. For the subs primarily. Yeah, they've moved. Okay. Okay, something's bombing up there, presumably Soviet bombers, but I'm not absolutely sure. And there's the partisans we have to deal with. Can they get pushed back? Yep, there it's cutting our supplies off. I don't like that. Okay, anti-tank advancement, interceptors at maximum, naval advancement, training, warship advancement, convoy advancement for Italy, German merchant marines added to the pool. Gustav Jung was killed in action. Huh? Was that an HQ that got killed? Fleet has low supplies. Fleet Corps has no supply source by one of the partisans. Iraq is in Turkey are lacking merchant marines. Okay. Was that down here? Because this unit gets pushed back. I remember that. I don't know. Okay, well, we are having problems here with our partisans. Snow is going to be helping them a little too much. Okay, that'll get that rail link back up. Excuse me, not that the war goes badly, but it's not going so well either. I feel like moving this guy back over here because I thought they were going to be a little more stationary. Okay, well, do they have supplies now? Yeah, somewhat. Okay, well, that is troublesome. Okay, well, let's see what we can do with some of these problematical pockets. Well, that got taken care of. Good. You can move into occupy there. I think that would be good. No, that would be better. Yes, at this point, I'm sort of hoping not to use my air power to finally drive a nail into these coffins, but here it looks like air power would be useful. Okay, we'll save that. Okay, good, we got that. Damn that. Can't replace it. I was hoping to be able to get into Stolino. Well, let's see what we can do about this still. Oh, no, undo that. Undo. Oh, no, we can't undo this. Oh, damn. Well, I guess they'll come there. That's maybe a bit better. Okay, another pocket formed. I am worried about problems with those HQs. They're taking not really fixed. Very good, very good. Oh, not in range. These guys might be. Oh, no, they won't be. Oh, I can't do. Why is it not letting me undo these things? I don't. Not. No. Now against this core, good. Against that core, very nice. Let's see if we can clean all of this up. Now, yay! Yay. Okay, that pocket's dealt with finally. Now we're going to... these guys are in bad shape. We can come over here. Where are we likely to see partisans? Back there? Okay. Oh. There. What would the supply? Okay, the supply system situation would look okay because I want to preferably hit them with 2 instead of 1 unit. We gotta get those paratroopers out of the marshes, but you come down to here, I think, and you come up to here, so that we can deal with those guys. March back, march forward. Let's march forward, I guess. Okay, well. Don't know if I really want to move him up to the front line. Okay, well, retreat's not exactly what I hoped for. Hope for an out-and-out victory. Too far away, okay. Very nice, and push with you to there. Yes, I do see that I'm weakening my forces very badly in these attacks. I don't know what obviously we can't attack that even with that. I mean, 1 to 3 is just stupid attacks. This unit here, they've been able to find a fresh core that's full strength compared to some of these other cores that we're facing here, and that is a problem. So what I think I need to do, and if they kill this, then it's just, again, someone just can march, they get just any one of these super weak cores and march down there, and I've got a whole new front. So I think if I pull back out of range of this to here, then, I mean, yes, they can pursue me, but that just probably means I can push to Stalingrad here a little easier. Or they can't pursue, or they can pursue with some weakened force, and which just, again, means I can push to Stalingrad easier. So hopefully that will help hold my flank. They'll probably retake some of that to get supply in there, but I'd prefer them not to have that whole flank. I can come home now, get supplies. These guys are going to really start being low soon, so we'll come up to there. Nothing to deploy other than that air base, which I don't know where we will want. And I don't need at the moment, really. Okay, so we formed a new pocket here that they might be able to break out or break into, but it's still currently pocket. We've closed some of these other ones up. Oh, here. Might as well attack now with the air instead of like, oh, I should have used the air. Okay. And we got it. Wow, they surrendered. Very good. Very good, which means that is freed up, and this is... a little better to deal with. Okay. You hold Smolensk, since your rear area division. Okay, so that cleans that pocket up. We still have these mess here, but that can still be dealt with. But it is a mess for supply, particularly. Supply links. Well, we could do, yeah, this whole area is sort of weak on supply. So we're still dealing with that, but we've done some really good progress there. Okay, build. Let's see. German stockpile's pretty good. Italy is basically non-existent. They're just keeping their forces up to strength. And then these guys, yeah, they could have a little bit of stockpile. Okay, Finland. Oh, they're not even producing that. Okay. Figured Finland would be. Now they may be donating a bunch to Germany as well, so. Yugoslavia. No, Hungary. Oh, yeah, what am I thinking? Okay, Iraq is slowly getting there. Iran. Because we just don't have the shipping, or it doesn't have the shipping, or whatever. Okay, they've been. What would an infantry corps cost? Okay, I think we have the money to do that. We may need to start moving even more resources to allies to keep them functional. I don't think there's much to do out here in the west, which is a good thing. Okay, we didn't get a December 7th notice, but that Japan is in the war, meaning and then the US is in the war. US declares war on Germany, US declares war on Italy. He got bombed somehow by somebody, I'm not sure who, from where. Okay, yes. U.S. declares war on us. The Empire of Japan has declared war on the United States of America. Plans are immediately drawn to mobilize the armed forces and convert civilian production to military, plus 45 U.S. entry. Wow, Commonwealth resources are attacked and redirected to help in the Pacific War effort. Minus 20 production from Pacific resources. The Senate has approved declaration on the European Axis powers. The U.S. may declare war on Germany and Italy. Yes, U.S. joins the Allies. With the entry of the United States into the war, Italy's government is concerned about the chances of military victory. Italy's new morale break is 56. Germany, whatever, assault. Okay, just assault is moved to 5. Intercept, that is maximum advancement. I thought I stopped that, but we'll check again. Maybe that's just going to keep notifying us. Merchant Marine. Fleet, our Merchant Marine will be taking care of it. Okay, so we now have, at least for me, for the first time, I know many of you have played further into it, we now have the Americans that we're dealing with. I don't know if we'll be facing scripted historical invasions or not, but we have forces here to deal with that. We have Italy with a fair amount of reserve forces. I mean, they're not great forces, but they are reserve, which may mean these January 20th and even February forces may end up fighting the Americans. That may all end up being something to deal with the America, because we're not going to let Italy be the primary combator of the Americans. It's one thing combating a few British and Commonwealth forces down here. It's another that it's you know, America coming in and able to pound. So this is a minus. They're getting a minus 20 from these for Britain, presumably. Now, like Pacific resources because of Japan, so they will. So Britain will be in a worse place now, whether there is any provisions for America to send in resources to keep Britain going is probably likely, and we're seeing already American planes here. Looks like bombers and fighters. Now, fortunately, we have kept 3 fighter units that, if we noticed before, we were definitely seeing American, or not American, but Allied bombing here. So these 3 have been keeping the British from doing so. So that is nice. So come back next time to see, oh, they've really shifted. How were they able to do that in winter? Move those HQs from all the way up there down to here. How? Yes, we're just going to strike that. Okay, well, let's save this. Come back next time to see how we deal with all of this. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Please like the video, and I love your comments. So please post them below. Thanks, everyone.